One of the more memorable characters of The Wire, something of a fan favourite, is the cold, calm, grim Reaper-like figure of Chris Partlow. Chris is the primary enforcer of the Stanfield organization, led by the force of nature Marlowe Stanfield, who eats up the Barksdale territories after Avon Barksdale is sent to prison at the end of Season 3. He first appears in Season 3 and is a key player in the turf war between the Stanfields and the Barksdale crew. He is observant and intelligent, as, for example, his observation leads to identifying Avon Barksdale's car, and he gets off some shots, injuring Avon and killing one of his soldiers. In Season 4, it is a common sight to see Chris and the young female soldier Snoop amble around at night, capturing targets and murdering them in vacant buildings, covering the corpses in quicklime and nailing the buildings shut. The murders are cold, emotionless, and efficiently carried out, 3 phases that summarize Chris as a character. Even Marlowe takes advice from him, such as when he agrees to only kill Stanfield dealer Fruit's murderer, as opposed to the killer's entire organization, a suggestion made by Chris. Now, strangely, Chris can be quite endearing as a character. Maybe that's because, next to guys like Marlowe and Snoop, he seems to be more level-headed and sees his next murder as just business, just another job. With a strong ability to compartmentalize and not allow his emotions to overcome his rationale in decision-making, there seems to be a lack of sadism about him. He is also humanized, with it being revealed he has a family of his own, and his vicious beating of a paedophile as a favour to Mike, instead of the typical vacant job, suggests he himself was abused as a youth. With all that being said, Chris is still a sociopath of the highest order, and perhaps the most cold-blooded murder in the entire show, that of a delivery woman in order to falsely implicate Omar, is carried out by him, as is the killing of a security guard who talked back to Marlowe. He also tortures the blind Butchie and is the triggerman on the Proposition Joe murder, among numerous others. Eventually, Chris is sentenced to prison, life without parole, due to numerous murders he takes credit for on behalf of the Stanfield organization, much like how Weebay did in Season 1 for the Barksdale crew. And during the end of season montage at the end of Season 5, there is a brief shot of Chris and Weebay talking in a prison courtyard. A great shot. 2 soldiers without a war, 2 men without a country. On the outside, they would have been on opposite sides, but in here, they are just 2 men chatting away.